Welcome back to Roadside Nuggets, everybody. My name is George, or Georgie Boy, whichever you prefer. We are here on Friday, November 5th. It's a grand day. We are definitely the full moon. I mean, not the full moon, excuse me, wrong moon, new moon. The new moon in Scorpio. That was yesterday and definitely brought a lot of energies for everybody. Definitely was a little bit of a kicker in the night as the energy started intensifying and increasing. And then today definitely was a bit of a pressured start. And then as we shared yesterday, the energy was going to kind of slow down, more into, or actually I shared it earlier this morning on the podcast. I didn't share this on yesterday, but today basically the energy was going to start off with that high tone and then start to regress down a little bit and definitely move into more of an open, more slower pace, vulnerable space. Definitely everyone felt that today. The moment started to kind of slow down. Things started to get more, more subtle, more softer, more gentler tone to the day than we've kind of been having the last couple of weeks, and it kind of definitely gave us moments to breathe a little bit, I feel. And today, that's what the angels were sharing about. The energy for today was a lot about formalities, a lot about preparation and getting prepared for the massive flood of energy that's about hit again. We just made it to the shore from the last wave that hit us. Get ready because another one's coming in, and it's going to be even bigger and stronger. So, yippee! Get your floaties out and float up with love. So, that is a lot of what tonight is going to be holding for us. Definitely, probably a lot of you have already have begun to feel it. That grief, that collective grief trigger that really is going to hone off and blast off tomorrow. That definitely is already starting to trickle out and leak through into the experience for everyone. So just stay steady, and as you start to feel all the energy creeping in, you start to feel the emotions starting to turn, in your stomach, things are starting to get a little heightened and hot and watery and just really just like, oh my God, like allow it, okay? Embrace all of it, allow it, breathe. Do not shut things off. Do not shut things out, okay? Don't close yourself off. Go deeper into it, feel through it. These are the prime moments for this, people. Okay? You've done a lot of work, done tremendous work for the last couple of weeks and months to prepare you for these moments right here, especially, right? So allow yourself to have this healing that you've worked so hard and going through the experience you have and the lessons and the tests and the letting go and all the different things. Now, let's go, right? So allow the grief, all that deep, watery emotion to finally flow up, let it explode through, release however it needs to come out, no judgment and opinion, okay? I'm telling you this now, I'm going to tell you this tomorrow, okay? And all I can do is just let you be aware. It is up to you all to what you will do with the information. If you apply it, if you care, if you'll listen to it, I don't know, but at least I'm doing my part in showing up. It is up to you now at this point. So, definitely this is a lot of what I've been talking about a lot in the last month and weeks, and helping everyone get hearted and prepared and set for this energy, because definitely the angels were doing everything they could to get everyone as ready as possible. This is definitely a lot of deeper under the surface emotion that we don't really give a lot of thought to, and even in a day. It's been held down, it's been suppressed and kind of blocked out from your awareness for a long time, and a lot of these are older things too. So again, it's a collective experience we're going through. You have to surrender and trust. You're not going crazy, okay? You're not a crazy person. You're not an angry person. You're not a fucked up person. Everybody else is going through a lot of the same experiences. It's just different and unique from yours, okay? So Don't make yourself feel any crazier or more insane than what the experience is for you, okay? Don't amp it up. Don't play it up. Just be mellow, okay? Like, okay, I'm obviously having a rough day today. I'm going through it. All right, let's slow the roll. Let's move slower today. You know, you gotta learn to talk to yourself. Gauge where you are. You know, from the start of the morning. Where am I at? What's the energy today? You know, what am I feeling? You know, is anything coming up? Did I wake up with anything? Am I starting to trigger or process something? You know, you gotta stay with yourself. You know, because as we basically dive deeper into these energies, you know, may I heart you, we are also in the second half of Scorpio season as well. As well. And so that first half was a lot of the destruction, the tearing away of the different layers and the old parts of the self that needed to die. And so now we're at this part, the second half. You know, this is where the rebirthing process happens after the death, after the ashes and the fires and everything is destroyed, so everything is made new. It's clean. It's clear. There's nothing there, right? It's ready to be built upon. And this is that part of the season, the process that we are all in collectively, where what work we have done, what you did push yourself on, what you did make a choice on, and what you did move forward with yourself on, this is now what that energy is here for, to allow you to put it into place. Apply it to yourself, apply it to your life, put it into motion and act on it now. You know, it's time to be it. It's no longer an idea. It's no longer emotions and feelings and choices inside and decisions and all these. It's no longer any of that. Now it's a physical experience. Now it's coming into the physical. You are to move with that, live as that, be that, you know, and you embody that. You know, that is the complete part of the process. So that is all part of these last moments of the Scorpio season we're in right now. And definitely this is why tomorrow, November 6th, beautiful galactic grief day, I'm going to call it. So, you know, definitely, it doesn't have to be like this all, you know, melodramatic, sorrowful day. Like, oh, it's like, I'm just going to wallow in my pity. No, the energy of that day is going to be what it is. You can't change that. Whatever's going to get triggered is going to get triggered. You can't change that, right? So the best you can do is just to be in the best balanced state possible. You know, play some music, have some incense. You know, if you really need to get the cry out, then give yourself that space. But in trying to like escape and go into denial and try to force things further down in these energies, as things are getting pushed out, that would not be wise. It would not be wise to resist further and suppress more in on yourself, because that's going to manifest a much more intense experience to come back around and gaslight you a different way, you know. So at some point you will learn surrender is the way to make it through. You're not going to force your way through this. You're not going to fight your way to heaven or to higher embodiment. You're not going to fight your way into healing. That's not how it works. It's not how any of it works at all. It's not the process. You know, and so until we can learn to surrender, let go, stop trying to control things, stop trying to think we know better, and just be in a space of open receiving. Embrace, allow, feel, and really receive what's going on. And, you know, it has a lot more than doing than just like other people. What yourself? Like, when was the last time you had a conversation with yourself? It's like you spend all this time worrying about everybody else or talking to everybody else. Like, when's the last time you had that one-on-one with you? When did we go into the office with yourself and check in like, okay, what's the progress? Where are we at? How are we doing? How are we feeling? Are we okay? Do we need something? You know, when's the last time we had that encounter with our own self and even cared to give ourselves moments to really evaluate that? Or was it more willing that, you know, bypass, or I'll use this, I'll distract with this, escape through this, oh, you ignore, deny? Is that more of what the experience is like? Because we don't have time for it, we don't have patience for it? Is that what you'd say? Is that what you tell people all the time? Is that what you tell yourself? You don't have time for it. You must not have time to breathe then. You must not have time to have your heart pumping blood for you then. You see, like, any given moment, these things give out at any moment. It's like, oh, your heart didn't feel like pumping anymore. Your lungs didn't feel like inflating anymore. Oh, tough luck, Charlie. I guess you're out of lungs. You know, it's like, you see how like ridiculous that it just even justifies. Like, I didn't feel like it. It's like, oh, okay. Didn't feel like it. Okay. You know, the angels love that. They love that comeback. They're like, okay. Oh. He said he don't feel like it. Okay. And they all laugh. They're like, okay. And then they automatically start, building plans and conspiracies against you, and they will come get you. And it will all be in the name of love, and it will all be to get you back on track and out of your stubborn, half-ass, bitter mood that you're stuck in, and definitely help straighten you out. And, that's what love does. Love is committed and always consistent every single time. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter what it is. Love simply is love no matter what. Okay? And it gets the job done. So as we move through these energies right now, really embrace, accept, and allow everything. It is not there to scare you. It is not there to freak you out or send you into a spin or cause you to go into another panic control. It's there to literally liberate you, right? And it definitely requires you to sit with yourself. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how individuals on this planet honestly believe they are going to advance and evolve in life by paying the most minimal portion of investment in themselves, and yet they will externalize. They will give it all away, or they will focus on all of it out there. It's like, for some reason, there's this inner stubborn, just refusal to look at yourself. Right. And I've come through a lot of different layers of massive procrastination, just self-hatred, not wanting, giving up, just all of that. I understand what those feel like. I understand the experience, but still, it's at this point in these energies, come on. It's you cannot be okay with the state of your life and where things are at. You cannot be okay with any of it. Honestly, if you were conscious at all, if you are awake at all, and you have any sense of sensitivity in your body, you cannot simply, literally tell me your life is beautiful and it's grand and it's perfect right now. You cannot. Literally, it's impossible. And that's the only thing I'll say is impossible, because everything is possible, yet that right there is there literally is no way. Everything has been moved off this planet. There literally is no other outside force or entity actively interfering or interjecting itself into the human experience. It's literally just us. It's just human beings on this planet right now, surface. Literally going through the rest of this ending process of the ascension phase, and literally everything has been prepared. Okay? It's literally that humanity has seen it. This is one of the things where we've bypassed things so much. We've gotten so comfortable in bypassing and ignoring things that even when our awareness catches it, we move into ignoring. But you saw it. You cannot tell me you didn't see that you didn't feel that you didn't catch on to that real quick before you just kind of let that fly by. Yep, I don't care. Not my business. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get involved. It's don't want to get involved into what? What are you saying you don't want to get involved to? So you're telling me you know what it is, but you don't want to get involved. So you cannot claim full ignorance that you don't know. That you're not aware things are going on. That you're not aware you should probably be researching, connecting, understanding, getting more information, not just sitting on your butt, watching literally the world shift and change so fast around you, and you're spinning. You're whoa, things are happening real quick right now, and there's a lot of things, words on the ground, things humming, things happening, a lot of hearsay. It's what do you understand? You're literally, your whole environment, the whole planet itself is talking to humanity, saying, get ready. Things are about to shift real fast, and you're on the ride. You are the ride, right? So, again, this is going to be definitely really tough, and a big boulder crashing through the wall for everybody, and especially those beings that are choosing to clamp down, be resistant, stubborn, and, just refuse to face themselves. The amount of turbulent energy that's going to come, crashing through the vessel, it will result in cataclysmic explosions. It will result in outbursts and pops and just snaps, or even physical, manifestations that have happened to a lot of people too. We're literally in really dire situations, things like seizures and stuff like that. All of that is relative and happening, but the fact of the matter is the energy has to be released. And this is where humanity makes the most pain and suffering for no damn reason, is because this process is going to undergo regardless. It's going to happen. There is no choice. As long as you are living and physically breathing on this planet here, you are undergoing this phase and process. You don't need a signature. There's no contract here physically for you to look at or sign. It's not up to you and your ego. This was decided a long time ago. We're already in the process, right? So at this point, it's like this energy has to be released. One way or another, it's coming out of your body. You can either assist your body in going through that process and allowing the flow, the release, being consciously aware, and helping yourself make the most of it and get the better experience out of it all and understand yourself fully as you go through that process. Or you can completely go into self-sabotage and allow yourself really to just be slingshot through one end and another, through the extremes in the spectrum, and literally feel like you're going insane. You can have that experience if you want. If you're in that much stubbornness and refusal to really open up and accept change, to accept higher reality, higher consciousness, and higher ability of what you always thought you were capable of, it's time to throw that shit in the trash and really get real with yourself. You really gonna be happy living that? If you took a snapshot of your life where it's at right now and you made a duplicate of it all the way to the end of your life and you lived that experience, would that make you happy? No, it wouldn't. I can answer that for you, or you know the answer. No one's happy on this planet. The experience is not built for it. Everything in this environment, in the 3D matrix society, is built to destroy joy, happiness, any sense of community, any sense of true love, any reflection of love, and truly enlightenment and wisdom for the population, for the whole collective. Everything is so controlled and so interlaced with so much democracy and lies, deceptions, and it's not even love. It's not even the reflection of love, right? So as these things start stripping away and starting to, they pull away, like all that's going to become aware to us. But that's one of the problems right now is so many people want out there to change first. They want Trump to walk across the stage and do this and all that. They want the cabal to be exposed. They want UFOs in the sky. They want all of this. It's like, what are you doing? Where is your part in all of this? You expect so much from creation. You expect so much from the world to show you what you think is the truth or be whatever you want it to be, yet you are not prepared to step up and make those same choices to reveal and expose yourself to the world, who you really truly are. What's really inside? Are you doing it? No. So why are you expecting everybody else, pointing the finger at everybody else in the world? Why aren't they doing it? Because you're not doing it. Does that make sense? Is that a reflection for you? A direct mirror into the outside world of what is actually going on? And everybody has wants and desires and needs and things, of course. Everybody has a goal or a vision, of course. But yet there's so little action. An actual consistent application of that action, not to burn out after one try, like, oh, well, I gave it a shot, didn't really feel it, like, oh, it just didn't look like it was going to work out for me. Like, oh, really? That's how you feel? Where is the dedication? Where is the motivation, the consistency, the loyalty to be who you are in every moment and live that? Why do we keep going back to the lies? Why do we keep faltering back to this default projection, blame, all this external outside myself is the problem? You, all of you, my problem. Yes, my problem. That's why my life is miserable. Absolutely bullshit. It's not. See, we're getting to the point where humanity is about to learn this very harsh lesson through very, very immense amounts of tough love. That you do not get your own way. And that is not healing. That is not love. That is not truth. Getting your own way. Real truth in healing and love is just that. No add-ons, no twists, no little kinks to it. No. Pure. Right? So we're getting to the core of this. Like, at the end of this, all is like, you have to ask yourself. You really have to ask yourself, to be this filled with rage, to be this filled with sorrow and pain and resentment and bitterness to life and this amount of projection. All of this, you have to ask yourself at some point, to be built with all this. Is it really other people's fault? Is it? Or is it mine? Because at some point, yes, maybe people's faces can connect to a feeling or emotion inside, and they could bring things up, but ask yourself, where is it coming from, though? If it's in here, and it's going on and happening, yet they're an external being, a complete external form for myself, how is that possible for them to have so much power and control over my body that it sends me in such fury, so much spins and anxiety and stress? At some point, you have to kind of get it. You have to get it. It's like, oh, that's my energy. Those are my feelings. Those are my emotions, right? So it's like self-accountability, self-responsibility. You have to be able to, it doesn't matter how many times it takes. Doesn't matter if you go into that ring with yourself 20,000 times, you get your butt back in the ring and you go at it until you can get yourself to see the reflection, the truth. And you can finally have that breakthrough. You can finally let it go. You can finally feel and see deeper into that, where it was just emotion and rage and panic and, paranoia and fear. Now it's aha. Now it's like, oh, I see. That makes more sense now. Because you're breathing, you're in a stable place now. You're more consciously open and aware and embracing of whatever it is. You're not judging it. Instead of being in this panic spin and flipping out in paranoia and going crazy, insane inside and trying to deal with the problem at the same time, that's going to create a disaster. But that's what we've done so many times. Okay? So, don't even know where we're going with that. Anyways, back to the date. So, tomorrow, all this grief is definitely coming up. It is coming up for explosion, for the collective. Get ready, folks. Drink your water. Tears up. It's going to be a water show. So, and we're in Scorpio season. Water season. Beautiful. Lots of deep waters coming through for purging and flushing out old things, old toxins, old things that just need to be stripped away. So by the time we reach the ending point of this rebirth, the ending point of the Scorpio season, the ending point where that butterfly comes out of the cocoon, where we all push forward and rise as phoenixes from the ashes. Wait a minute. That was cool. That was very synchronistic, as I said. Phoenixes from the ashes, and then it was like fade to black. But anyways, the phone just died real quick, so let me change this phone out for that one. No biggie. We'll be good. We'll be up and running a normal time. So, oh no, we got all this tape and stuff. Give me a couple moments. Telegram. Alright, so new phone, inserts. Alright. Alright, put that one. Looks like we've got picture again. Coolio. So we have picture. And coming on. Beautiful. Alright, we got picture back. Hello, Facebook people. We're back. Alright, so we're going to jump into horoscopes. So the collective horoscope for today, for November 5th, 2021. That's today. So Venus moves from celebratory Sagittarius into structure-loving Capricorn today, marking a major shift in the ways in which we view love and self-care. If the last few weeks have had you opening your heart to everyone, these vibes could re-heart you that it's important to be selective about the people you give your attention to. A bit later, oh, stupid ad, go away. A bit later this morning, the Scorpio moon forms a harsh square to Jupiter to blast open your psychic ability and empathic nature. This is a great time to connect with the other side, but it will be important to protect your emotional and energetic boundaries. Another helpful connection, this one between the moon and Pluto, will provide cosmic healing, giving you an opportunity to shake off hurt from the past. What does that sound like? Sounds like grief. Mercury moves into Scorpio this evening, bringing depth and intensity to your conversations in the coming weeks. A helpful connection between Mercury and Venus can also help you squash any issues that have been weighing you down in the romance department. This energy is also perfect for addressing your yada yada. We don't even go into that. Tonight, the moon moves into Sagittarius, bringing an adventurous energy to the table. This lunar placement loves a good time, so look for ways to explore and mix up your routine tonight. Beautiful. Fascinating. So, dun, 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 dun. Oh, let me get back on Facebook, actually. All right. Beautiful Facebook people. So I'm going to recant on some information I shared yesterday and the day before yesterday, but we're going to go over it again because it's imperative and it's important and it's relative. So we will share. All right. So, just to recant on a couple important topics for coming up in the month for energetics, just so everyone has awareness. So November 5th, today, today's energy was a lot about what the angels were sharing about formality. So again, just about preparedness, being grounded, stable, slowing down the roll, being more present with the self, giving yourself more of that internal observation space, more than usual, during these moments, because it's going to pay off. And definitely it's more of like a breather before the energies start to really intensify and pick back up, and then they were sharing about tomorrow, November 6th, and that's a lot of what the plans are, going to be doing tomorrow and this evening as well, with the grief. And the angels are sharing basically whatever has not been let go of. So whatever's not been let go of that is already queued for release, the angels have already marked it. It's kind of like, how would you say it? It's like the angels go through you internally, and they got like these little energetic markers, and they see things like, oh, yep, that's going. They put a marker on it, like, oh, you're going too, and you're going, and they got it all queued up, and they got it documented. So by the time it's like ready for the energy to come in, every single thing they've got marked, it's getting ripped up. Okay, and that's what's the galactic demolition team is coming in for, to really do that really deep upheaval and really get the stuff out from the roots, get the roots up and out. It cannot be any remnants of this stuff anymore. There cannot be anything, any traces, any little sneaky manipulative memories coming back after 5 years. No, fuck that. It's all getting taken out, right? So this is a very deep cleansing, and a lot of times that can be pretty intense for people. Even physically, it causes a lot of tummy issues, a lot of, especially because the emotions and all that within, the solar plexus and also this, sacral, all that tummy and everything like that definitely can get very sensitive. It can definitely be very affected, with food, or just like, feeling nauseous, or, needing to go to the bathroom a lot of times, because there's so much that's starting to get purged and, really broken up, from the bloodstream, from deep in the cell fats in your body, in different places that have just been really dormant and have gotten by for so long and haven't been, triggered. Now all the energy is now going to come through and blast it away. So definitely prepare yourself. Drink lots of water to help yourself out, cleanse and clear. And definitely there's a lot of processing during this time. So to belief systems around eating. If you don't feel like eating, don't eat. If you haven't eaten all day, don't make yourself feel guilty or bad because you haven't eaten all day, and like try to go force yourself to eat something or think something's wrong with you, and send yourself into a spin about something else completely different. Okay, the body has to process a lot of things, and processing energy and information and old things as they start getting stripped from the DNA in the cells, it's a lot of work for the body. And the body needs to be as focused internally on that effort as possible in moments. And by eating food will actually slow that process down. Okay? overwhelming your body with now food, so now your body has to like work on processing and purging and releasing that. Also on top of that, it now has to work on the food you just threw in your stomach to process and dissolve that, and that takes time. Extra time. It delays you, right? And so your body is gonna do whatever is highest in that moment that it can get through the energy, right? And so all you can do is really support your body. Don't try to force it, and don't try to like make it into something else. If you don't feel like eating, don't eat. If you feel like eating a lot of food, eat a lot of food. I'm literally serious. You know, it's not one of those things where you're gonna like, once you do this, you'll do it every day forever. Like, come on, don't go into belief system like it's not even reality. Okay? These are simply very, very unique times with very, very unique experiences for everybody on the planet. And however the body has to process, however the body has to release and go through dissolving those different blocks and barriers, you gotta move slower and just move with your flow. Allow that to be your energy, okay? So, you know, move through, breathe, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just be steady, okay? And be patient with yourself. That's the biggest thing, is being patient with yourself. Especially when these energies start coming up. I know a lot of people probably start hyperventilating, they start going crazy because they don't handle their emotions very well. They don't handle their own thoughts very well. You know, I know that's a lot of issues for a lot of people too. I even had that problem too when I was really young. I couldn't. It was weird, and it was for like probably a couple years. Like I literally couldn't sit with myself with my own thoughts. Like they were so disturbing, my thoughts and what I would see and things. Like I literally was ultimately intimidated to be alone, left alone by myself. So like I had to, you know, be, you know, either like, and it wasn't like I had to be around people. It was like I had to have something else going on in the room. Like it could not be quiet. You know, the TV had to be playing, the radio had to be on, I had to be playing a game or something like that, or there had to be some other kind of noise, because the quietness freaked me out. It literally freaked me out, because then I could hear the thoughts, and everything was much more louder to me when in the quietness, versus when things were going on in the background. It kind of like hummed some of the stuff out, right? So that was definitely a crazy, definitely wild thing going through. And then I know for a lot of people, you know, that their spiritual abilities waking up too, you know, very sensitive people who are empathic, you know, definitely had like, or more introverted, you know, those are different experiences you on that end will be going through as you move through the layers as well, you know. So everyone just be open and embracing and allow all the healing to come, and it's all going to be awesome. Okay. Let's see who we got on the streams. So we got, all right, we got Facebook, we got Coda, got Jana Floyd, got Ramo. What's up, Ramo? He said, let's go, Phoenixes. Yeah, let's be cheerleaders. Let's go, Phoenixes. No? Okay. Igor, we got Jana Floyd. Let's see. We got Krista, Bobby. Dun, 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 dun. Got Kiri, Christine. Got Andre, I feel it's. Yeah, Andre. Got Jay, Jesse. Cosmopolitan Joe, Ivan. Don't know how to say your last name. Looks cool though. Dan B. Got Julie. Got Anna Ray. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing with these energies? Anybody having some pretty interesting, intense releases, experiences, purges from the body? What's going on? I feel I'm going to jump into... Oh, thank you. Angels pinged me again. I wanted to read this. I pulled this card this morning on the Silver Lining podcast, and it was really good. I wanted to read today on stream because I felt it was very relative to today. And even if I didn't pull it in the animal card deck, I still felt it was important. So, number 5, Bath Spirit. Did I say Bath Spirit? It's a bat spirit, not bath spirit. Bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. After something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured, just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat Spirit has come to reheart you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new, amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat Spirit rehearts you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come morning, all will be revealed, and things will be in a new form that is right for you. What are you refusing to let die? Bat Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is poised to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrate it in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. Bat Spirit gives you her powers, a perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Beautiful. All right, so that was Bat Spirit number 5. So we're going to do the collective card reading for everyone, and yes. All right, so we're going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually let me just do this now. What is that? Aha, there you are. There you are, Charlie. Alright, got that. Cross you out. Alright. Okay. Alright, I have prepared a number, folks. I have written it in the book. So, people on Facebook, you can go ahead and try to guess the number. It is between 1 and 100. It is one number. Anyone who guesses that number or the closest person to that number that I have already written down in the book, they would get a quick tap in before we end the stream with the card pulling. So, go! Oh, and Telegram, people. So definitely all you have to do is go back to, so there is a post I posted before the stream started. It was basically a way for you could join as a listener or a speaker. There's a way to comment on that. So just go on that comment part on Telegram and type in what number you feel it is. And then I'll give y'all a couple moments and then I'll go back and look at it. So I've already picked the number and it's 1 through 100. So somewhere one of those numbers between 1 and 100 is the one that I picked. So I know, folks, I know Telegram's a little frustrating, so I'm going to give you all some moments to figure that part out. All right, we're going to work on the card. The card pulling. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Alrighty, ready, angels. Where is the card at? Let's see. This one. Number 30, Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Number 30, beautiful. I forgot there was a candle right here, and just my arm was a little toasty for a moment. I was like, oh, hi, flame. All right, moving forward. So let me put these cards up the floor. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Okay. Y'all try getting cards off a flat floor with no nails. It's quite an interesting experience. So, moving forward, so number 30. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Take a leap of faith. So right now, you are poised to jump into the next level of your life. Interesting. And move forward into something even better than you could have ever imagined. When Grasshopper Spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. For Grasshopper Spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And as faith in the powers of co-creation, you are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risk, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await when Grasshopper Spirit appears. You are not going to go backward. So listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings wordly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for Spirit has so much in store for you if only you take that leap. Is it hard for you to trust in good fortune because you have been hurt in the past when you took a risk? Staying earthbound does not offer the safety you seek, for that can be found only through trusting that Spirit is always with you and wants the best for you. Your intuition is guidance from Spirit, telling you to let go of your fears and leap into the abundance, and good fortune is awaiting you. Grasshopper Spirit rehearts you that the only way now is to jump forward. Can you be willing to trust the unknown, the great mystery that you can't fully understand? Even if you take the teeniest leap in consciousness to be willing, it's a beautiful beginning. Sure, every leap forward brings a new challenge, but you can handle it with Spirit as your partner, trusting that this new experience will only deepen your life with magic and meaning. Take the leap. Take the leap, humanity. We got to go. We got to go home, okay? Let's go. Leap time. Let's go. All right? All aboard the choo-choo train. All right, let's have a look at those numbers, folks. Let's go over here on Facebook real quick and look at what have we got numbers-wise. All right, what have we got? We got Bobby at number 4. We got Ramo at 7. Darcy 369. I don't know. It was 1, 2, and 100, so I don't know. I know it's a typo, so you're gonna have to decide which one of those numbers has to walk the plank and go. Anna, who have 78. Krista 22. Remo 1. Oh, Darcy 36. She said, okay, it's 36. All right. Remo, you've picked 3 different numbers, so you're gonna have to choose. Okay, only one number per person. It's not a multi grab basket. It's a one and done. So no multiple choice. Let's see. So we got. So Roxy's 42. Jana's 63. Rox says, I thought you were throwing codes to Darcy, which you wrote 369. Awesome, beautiful. All right, and let's look over on Telegram. What's his comments like over here? Let's see. Let's see. Not that one. Okay, so we got Julie. Julie says 98. Alan says 77. And Ivan says 52. All right. Is that everybody? Last call. If you haven't put a number up, if you haven't made a choice or decided, this is the last call. 1 through 100. I already have the number picked, written down, so it is whatever you feel. Don't have a panic anxiety attack over it, though. It's not that serious, folks. It's okay. Dun, 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 dun. And then for those of you on Telegram, I know Telegram can be interesting. You just go back to the channel that you saw this post on, and there's a comment box underneath it in that scrolling list there. You can comment the number you want, or if you can't figure out the comment part, you can go ahead and press the mute button. It'll send a little waving hand to me. It'll let you talk, and that way you can just share it with me what number you have if you can't figure out the whole typing part. I know some people message sometimes, and it's kind of like a Telegram can kind of be a spin for them. It's all good. It's all good. We're all good. All right. So Facebook, Candace says 33. Igor says 12. Remo, did you ever make a decision? You kind of pick 3 or 4 numbers there. So you're going to have to pick one, sir. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I feel we're just waiting on Remo. It's the last person I feel, and then we're gonna. Anna Ray says 88. Jay says 99 on Telegram. Coolio. Awesome sauce. Remo. Somebody find Remo. Dial in Remo. Remo, what's your choice, man? Holding on for you, bro. Can only hold on so much longer. I need your number. One of those 3 numbers, or you gotta choose one. One number, uno numero. And then we can move forward. Dun-it, dun-it. All right, let's see who got closest to it. I gotta go back and look at everyone's numbers now. All right. Oh, all right. So the one who got the closest to it was Alan on Telegram. So Alan got 77, and I thought Anna had it because she got 78. But the number that I chose, I'm pretty sure it was 72. I have to look at it again. I already forgot. Yeah, it was 72. So as you can see, not my notes, the number. So number 72 for y'all. So Alan was the closest guy to it. Good job, Alan. Yay! All right, let me go ahead and get these cards in order because they're kind of all over the place. We'll get this reading underway, and then we will go ahead and have closing time. Closing time. Closing time. All right, so Alan, my brother, Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's pull a card for Alan Angels. What have we got in Pandora's box? What's in Pandora's box? Do-do-do-do. All right. Interesting. So I pulled the card for Alan. You got the card number 9. So Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, that's toasty. Toasty fire. Thank you for your warmth. That's number 9. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so brown bear spirit, take time out. So there's a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. Or let's change that word, strategizing, because it's way too left brain, way too analytical, calculative. You gotta make it more feeling based. So definitely, there is a time to act and a time to focus on your attention on patient feeling. Okay, patient feeling into things, not strategizing, not predicting, not trying to come with an ulterior motive, not trying to think your way around things. Use these moments in the timeout to feel deeper into things. Practice that patience in feeling into things. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work toward your goals at this moment, and instead of taking the time out and instead taking the time out to meditate, or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed feeling. Because I wanted to say strategizing. We're not saying that. I'm taking that word out. So how might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, brown bear spirit arrives to heart you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break. Let insights arise and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown bear spirit rehearts you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. Rehearse that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you really can relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on a Great Spirit's timetable. Boom! Straight from the angels. So, it's coming. It's just coming on heaven's time. So definitely, you got to let go of the control. You got to be patient. You can't get ahead of the time. You can't get ahead of the schedule. Try to force the timeline to fit where you want to be now, but you're not ready. The timeline's not ready. Your experience, what you got to go through, you are not ready for that. Even though everything in you seems to think, apparently, more than heaven, that you are ready. So, again, it's about pulling back and about being patient, allowing the flow and feeling deeper into yourself so you can establish that flow and really, find it for yourself. And give me one moment. What's happening? And this is good, and this is why we drew the card too. So now the angels are adding more to that, and that makes a lot more sense why this card was pulled. So definitely the anxiety, the stress that you've been having, with uncertainty, things you don't know about, things that you're trying to figure out, and all that, you literally are amping yourself up. Okay, it's not self-trust, it's not faith, it's not hope. Okay. It's none of those things. And I can feel you listening because I can feel it already starting to shift in your body. And that's good. So you're surrendering and you're opening yourself and feeling this energy. Okay, it's resonating. So we just embrace and allow it. Okay. The unknown is not to be feared. Okay. God was created out of pure love and the unknown, unlimited possibilities of creation. Okay. That is heaven. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to be, intimidated by, or that we have to fight or control or try to rebel against because it's not what we think it is or we don't know what it is. So we're going to fight it off. Come on. That's not the way through, right? So surrender. Let go of the things that you don't understand. The things that are sending you into anxiety and stress, they are not worth it. Okay? Let it go. Let go of the resistance. Let go of the control. Okay? You don't need to control anything. Everything is fine. Everything is okay the way it is. And the more you let yourself be aware of that, the more you can tell yourself that everything is fine. I don't need to control. I don't need to be tensed up. I don't need to be stiff anymore. I can be relaxed. I just felt you have a breakthrough right there. My whole ear just like, it was like a muffle broke through and now I can hear clearly through my ear. Allow yourself to sink deeper into yourself and really open up and expand and release. Let it out, okay? All the external fight or flight, the ecstatic, panic, paranoia that I can feel it coming from the back part of your right side of your brain, on the right side and the back, and on your neck as well. All that deep senses of control and panic and thought loops and machinations over and over and over again, just driving you nuts and insane. And it always conflicts with your ability to see a more positive outlook for yourself, a more enthusiastic, perspective. It just seems chaos. It just seems a lot less perspective to you. And I'm not saying that you can't see it. You definitely can. And you fight yourself a lot on that, to make sure that you can push that, because that is love. You definitely are evolving and growing through the experience, but that's a big elephant in the room you fight with, and struggling with that. It's okay. Everybody in some way is in somewhere, stuck somewhere. We're all finding our way. Okay. Don't make it about comparison. That's the first thing the angels just shared. Don't make it about comparison. You are not comparing yourself to you. Like, literally, you're not comparing yourself to anybody. You're not like anybody else in this world. You're completely unique and beautiful in your own right as a part of God. Okay, so letting that go, letting, this and the angels are filling me in more on it because I'm trying to understand what they're sharing. It's they're saying a premeditated behavioral pattern that you struggle with, where it's like you're very apprehensive and controlling with what you are allowing to come in, what you are receiving from other people, and listening to and stuff, and it's like this very strong immediate jerk reaction, just like closing off and just pulling away, pulling back, blocking that out, and trying to really just not listen to it or trying to stuff it out. And definitely they're sharing it's coming from trauma too, so definitely it's probably a behavior that you learned when you were younger, just getting used to being that way because of an experience that was so uncomfortable or traumatic that you got used to just shutting things out. And it was a behavioral pattern that you grew up with as an adult, and you don't even realize it now that that's part of your behavior. You're so unconscious of it, but it doesn't change it though. So definitely I feel this is a big part where definitely letting more of the childlike laughter and play coming back in, because there's definitely a huge lack in that for you, and definitely definitely a lack of acceptance as well. So the first thing first, you got to focus on child. Everybody, and this is for everybody. Everything I'm sharing right now, this is not just for this is not just for Alan. This is for everybody, because everyone can resonate with this on some level. So definitely get the inner child in your focus. Play, excitement, laughter, comedy, things like that. When you can go through these experiences and observe yourself, did you laugh during that? Did you laugh at all? No? Okay. It's like you got to put yourself in these different environments and experience that, and that's how you can, a good way to gauge yourself, watching different movies, talking to people, listening to different music, any different kind of, scenery or experience helps you see where your emotions and where your expression is at, right? If you go and if you're watching something funny by yourself, right? And you can laugh, you can be like, oh, haha, you can have a good time and everything like that. But then if there's someone right there's other people in the room and you're watching something with other people, right? Would you be able to laugh like that? No? Is there like a different kind of play out of your laughter now because there's people like see that's how simple yet specific the energy is, where the ego uses moments where it hides the true self away from other people, from life, right? And tries to put on this mask, this facade, this controlled entity that's been puppeted and painted up and paper mache'd into place over years out of dysfunction that we learn to sell to each other, as ourself when it's not really us. And that's a big part of what we're facing during the Scorpio season is as those masks and layers are getting stripped away, it is not you, and it's not you, and it doesn't make you happy putting the mask on anyway, so we're getting to the point now where it's like, it's not worth doing it. I don't get joy out of it. I don't feel good doing it. It's not worth it anymore, right? So now it's like, okay, new choices, new opportunities. What are we going to do with this now? Because if you're done, if the record's broken, we got to replace it. What's new coming in now, right? And focusing on the rebirth process, the rebuilding, the reconstruction, building from the floor up, because we just got rid of a whole bunch of shit, right? So we have a clean canvas to build our foundations on going forward. What you are moving into now at the ending of this Scorpio season is going to be the forming foundation to everyone's, experience, going forward into Scorpio season. Oh, and by the way, Angel's just pinged me because I did get sidetracked. So that, by the way, that was everything for you, Alan, brother. So that was your reading and just the little add-ons from the Angels to share with you. So I had finished your reading and then I immediately went into the next thing talking about that. So apologize, but love you. So anyways, what I was sharing, definitely before we come to an end, get ready for tomorrow, be present, drink tons of fluids, lots and lots of water, probably do a ceremony. A ceremony will really help y'all. I had the gnarliest, like back of my neck, migraine headache. Ooh. Yesterday or last night, whatever. It was it took forever for it to go away. Starting to feel it, starting to build up again now. That's a good one of my big telltale signs where I start gauging the collective energy on the planet and the intense energy is coming in. Definitely the back of my neck, that area starts acting up a lot, acting funny with the energy channels too. So just a lot of compressed energy coming in, and it needs to be integrated. So the more relaxed you are, the more open and flexible you are, the more your body can integrate and process things easier and faster. If you're locked up, if you're tense, if you're pissed off, if you're in a funk or whatever, or you're just in a ball of this, confusion, whatever, it's not going to be as smooth of a process as this energy comes in and does what it's designed to do, which is to trigger the grief and get that waterworks going, get all that emotional energy, pushed to the surface and releasing. So again, assist yourself, process, help yourself, love yourself. Good God, please love yourself, folks. Remo, where were you, bro? I'm reading comments from Remo. I'm where were you in the number? I was asking for your number, bro. All right, let's see. Bobby said, I've been opposite, insatiable appetite, digging in. Yeah. She says she got patience through early while writing, angel writing. Let's see. Janice said, I've been feeling consistent flow of energy flowing through, feeling the release more and more, making it easier to flow. Beautiful. Awesome. Oh, I love all of you people. Love all you beautiful people, definitely. Amanda said, I had a big cry last night. Yep. Yeah, it's coming in. I felt the energy, starting to trickle in last night heavily, before, we even got to today, and now the energy is definitely, it's getting thicker and thicker. The more into the night we're getting into, you can feel it. The air literally feels thicker. You can feel that energy starting to prepare and get the deep depths hold wide open for that open chasm to really shoot up all the stuff from the depths of our being. So get ready, folks. It's going to be quite a ride. It's going to be amazing. So love you all. Love every single last one of you. Thank you for commenting and being on the stream. Everybody, Telegram and Facebook. Can't see you YouTube. I never do. But, definitely. So, okay, update. Thank you, angels. So we are a couple days out still. Like 6 days, 5 days from November 11th. So that portal date that's coming up, it's going to be a really, really big jam-packed day of energy and also for things with heaven. Yippee. So definitely on that day, we've got something going on with morning stream. So for those of you who join us on morning stream, so from right now until, November 11th, I guess, or the day before, basically everyone who is commenting on the streams and participating, basically your name will be entered into a raffle. So this raffle will be for a plasma generator. Don't have one on the table I can show you. I will have one next time. So a plasma generator, so they're really an awesome, amazing 5D technology tool to have in your home space, just have wherever you are, really work with it. And it's multidimensional, so it's not just meant for one thing. Energetically, it has amazing properties and ability to facilitate things for your practice, your experience, and also facilitate the home space for the family and other beings as well in the environment. So a lot of amazing cool things with that, a lot of powerful tools and healing techniques and things that can be applied to assist everyone in their journeys. So that's another fun, amazing thing that we are doing in the name of love. So to get everyone excited, to get everyone more engaged and motivated, inspired, participating, being a part of, the experience. And definitely this also encourages everyone to, participate more, speak more, connect more, talk more, get on that keyboard. And there should be tons of comments, stuff like that every day. It's like, who cares if we go through the whole stream? Like, we'll probably be there all stream long reading all those comments. That's not really the point. The point is to say, hey, hello, I'm here, I'm present today. I probably had a shitty morning. I'm probably going through hell today, but I still showed up. I'm ready to open and receive and listen. I'm glad to see you all here. Like, I'm happy to be in the space with y'all because my day has been really that awesome. And the people I had to work with today, they are not like this vibration. So I'm grateful. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know where you're at in your experience, what you're going through. Comment. Don't make it about you. Don't make a long, 5 essay sob story on the comments, but at least check in. Say hello. I love you and I'm here today. I'm grateful. I'm going to push through. Happy to see you too. Definitely getting more consciously aware of each other and supportive. And this is the way we're going to move into 5D. Okay, so I love every single last one of you beautiful rock star loves, and you all are amazing. You're doing awesome. Just push. Okay, keep trusting, having faith in love. We will make it. Okay, God's got us all. We're gonna make it on the roller coaster. So we will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time with Buddha and Jerry for morning live stream. And then we will also be back tomorrow evening time for Roadside Nuggets as well at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as usual, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And there will be a Silver Lining podcast tonight. I did do one earlier this morning and published that. There will be another one late tonight, early morning. So check out for that update. I will post everywhere so it's available and accessible for everyone. And yeah, all we can do is just keep pushing, keep being the example, keep sharing, keep putting things out, keep, talking and sharing and telling and informing and making you aware. It's like, can't do it for you. Cannot do it for any of you. You have to choose this at some point. It is up to you to choose that you are valuable, that you are worth it, that you want that life. You want to heal. You want love. You want to be happy. You got to be willing to push it and choose that for yourself. Nobody can do that for you. Okay? So, love yourself and respect yourself enough to choose that. All right. Take care of yourself, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Yippee!